Ippo versus Ricardo Martinez, the fight everyone wants to see. The featherweight world champion, the man who seems invincible and is still undefeated. And in light of the recent chapters, I'll talk about the Ippo versus Ricardo spar in this video. You will see how far Ippo has come since then. And I've found some super interesting parallels between Ippo and Date as well. Just like in the most recent chapter, Ricardo has landed in Japan with immaculate drip. Same setting with his team in the background as well. Takamura even says, "Oi Ippo, you're gonna finally fight the champion?" Ippo says it's not a fight, bro's getting nervous. Takamura says Ricardo probably still has jet lag, give him a good one while he's zoned out. And look at this, Ippo takes it seriously and even considers the tactic. But Takamura was obviously just messing with him. He says, "Have fun getting your ass kicked." In the cab on the way to the gym, Ippo is already calculating how many punches he can throw. He says he'll throw 200 per round. That'll be 603 rounds. With 600 punches, he can touch him for sure. My man is doing elementary school math on the world champion. Now look at this. Kamogawa says he has his own expectations. He says if Ippo can land one clean punch, even Ricardo wouldn't be able to brush it off. He has the potential to beat him. Man, I don't know what Kamogawa took before the cab ride, but he's absolutely tweaking here. He's even sweating in a cab with full-blown air conditioning. Before they enter the gym, we hear that Ricardo is currently sparring with a junior welterweight and a lightweight. That is wild. Those two divisions are 2 to 3 weight classes above him. Mashiba could never. Ippo opens the door to the gym like a kid escaping in Promised Neverland. And there he is, Ricardo Martinez, the featherweight king. Ippo is sweating from the pure aura of this Mexican marauder. Date's coach even says Ippo can push Ricardo to get serious. He says to himself, he's only human, don't be afraid. He's not wrong, technically anyone can be beaten. And then look at Ippo, this high roller. He says he doesn't need to warm up, he came prepared. And not only that, he also came with his match trunks. He doesn't want no headgear either. Bro is treating this like an actual match. Man, if he gets the absolute shit beaten out of him, this will look stupid in hindsight. Bill says he'll leave this one to Ricardo. Deal with him however you like. Show them the difference between their country and the world. And so it begins. The whole gym is about to have a complete meltdown. Kamogawa says his heart hasn't beaten like this for a while. Fuji's about to have a heart attack. He says he would pay money for this. And touch gloves. One heartbeat away from the strongest jab in this division. Ippo is so pressed by Ricardo's aura that he's seeing a stance behind him. Bro is the original star platinum, and he gains distance in the split second of a heartbeat. The plan is to gain rhythm first and then go at full power. He dives in with all he's got, and look at this. His step-in is as sharp as a blade. He closed the distance within mere milliseconds. He starts throwing a jab. He's so fast that his whole body is getting blurry. Will it even land? No, it's a feint. He pivots around and goes for the liver. This is the kind of Ippo we want to see. But he gets startled in the middle of the punch. He says Ricardo read through it. A superficial feint is not enough. If up-down doesn't work, it's time for left to right. He starts swaying from side to side in typical Ippo fashion. Bill says, "Oh, peekaboo style," weaving and ferocious step-in. He's very similar to Mike Tyson. Ippo throws a jab out of one of the sways, but Ricardo dodges with ease. He says he's in good condition. If he keeps swaying, one will land. And he goes for the 2 in his 1-2 combo. Ricardo looks off balance. This will land. And it lands. On Ippo's face. He gets sparked clean. Look at Ippo. He looks like someone is electrocuting him with 1,000,000 volts. I've never seen someone flip out like this from a singular jab on Hajime no Ippo. He doesn't even know what Ricardo hit him with. And there's another jab. The punch comes out of nowhere. It's literally a jump scare. It hits Ippo so hard that he's starting to time travel. He says the glove just exploded all of a sudden. He can't even accomplish any timing like this. That is the greatest of lefts. Without even moving an inch, Ricardo snipes Ippo from the center of the ring. He can't take any more of Ricardo's monster jabs. If this continues, it's over. The difference is this huge. There's a whole canyon between those two. But Ippo wants to at least land one punch that changes Ricardo's expression. He decides to block the punches and slowly closes in at the same time. And he really managed to push into Ricardo's chest. This is it. He even has the eyes of determination. He starts swinging side to side like a pendulum. Right, left. He is appearing as a whole army as he's moving like the wind. It's the Dempsey roll. This is the first time Ippo has used the Dempsey roll against the world-level boxer, against the damn champion. And now even Kamogawa has the eyes and looks like a demon. He's become fully possessed and wants to see Ricardo on his ass. Yes, let's go! The win is closer than ever. What is this? It didn't work. Ippo looks like he's getting slapped around like a mosquito. Ricardo is picking out every single sway of the Dempsey roll and snipes Ippo's head as if he's seeing in slow motion. He's making the Dempsey roll look like a bread roll. And it's over. Ippo looks like he's having sleep paralysis on his feet. Even as Ricardo is taking off his gloves, Ippo goes after him like a possessed homeless vampire. When he comes to his senses, he thanks Ricardo for the ass beating just now. Ricardo looks at him but says nothing. But as we know, Ippo indeed left an impression. Also, there's a big foreshadowing in chapter 174. When Takamura and Ippo talk about Datta's comeback, Takamura says that Datta is too old at 29. He says he can't win with age. Ippo says, is that so? This catches Takamura's attention. Then Ippo says something absolutely unexpected. He says that's why Datta is scary. No one knows what he did in those 4 years. But that man has come back, taking aim once again at the top of the world. He says 29 is old, yes. Even one loss can't be forgiven. It's like Ippo is talking about his present self. He's close to that age as well and no one knows what he's currently doing. He's the most dangerous he's ever been. He has no more time to lose. 2025 will be pure cinema.